Welcome back, everyone. You may be having some issues with your ear speaker on your iPhone. Now, this can happen for a couple of different reasons. As always, I'll kind of break down the most common things. Now, let's say you went ahead and called somebody, and let's say for some reason it's just not working, the ear speaker, you try calling, you try doing all this stuff, and it's not working. Very first thing I would recommend doing in this case is making sure that you can even turn up the volume on your specific headphones or your specific ear speaker. So you want to go ahead and be in the call, so call somebody or whatever, and you want to increase the volume as loud as you can. And you want to see then if you're able to hear anybody. Typically, you should be able to hear someone. If you can't, then I would recommend at this point making sure you don't have any headphones or Bluetooth speakers or anything connected to your iPhone. I've been in situations before where I wanted to go ahead and actually play songs and stuff like that and take a call for somebody, but I may have already had something connected to my iPhone, whether physically on the charging port at the bottom or through a headphone set. So I would recommend going through and either even turning off your Bluetooth headphone settings and Wi-Fi in order to, if in case you have AirPods or something, or checking your Bluetooth settings and disconnecting from any Bluetooth speakers or Bluetooth headphones that you may be connected to. This is pretty much one of the more common things I would recommend doing. And I've done this time and time again, and it's happened to me quite a bit. You'd be surprised. So that's pretty much the first thing I would recommend doing in this case, is pretty much making sure you're not connected to another Bluetooth set of headphones or speakers or whatever the case is. So as long as that ends up being the case, what I would recommend doing secondly is pretty much cleaning out the ear speaker on your iPhone. So as you can see, all iPhones, as you know, have these little ear speakers up here. What I would recommend doing is getting some sort of, either like not necessarily something as, sharp as like a needle, but you can get like a toothpick, a cotton swab, whatever the case is. And you basically want to clear out this specific portion of your device. I guarantee you time after time, that's probably going to be the thing that's going to help you out the most. And by cleaning out this little ear speaker, it may make it easier for you to hear things through there. So that's the next thing I would do, and that's pretty much the most common things that I would recommend doing in the first batch of things. Now, let's say none of those things helped it. Let's say you don't have any speakers or anything connected to your iPhone, you clean out the ear speaker and it's still not working. The secondary thing I would recommend doing, and this is probably the most easiest thing you could do, is turn off noise cancellation on your iPhone. Now, this is, I think, a newer feature, so if you have a super old iPhone, this may not work, but what I would recommend doing is go into your settings app, you want to hop out of here, you pretty much come into this specific panel. You want to scroll down until you see accessibility, which is right here. At this point, you want to go ahead and get into audio and visual. So you want to go ahead and scroll down until you see audio and visual, which is right here. So you want to go ahead and click there. And once you're in this panel, you'll pretty much see this phone noise cancellation little option. So at this point, basically all you want to do is disable this specific option. You want to hop out of here and you want to go ahead and call the person that you went ahead and called for, whatever the case is, and then you want to see if you're able to go ahead and hear them. Most of the time, this will probably end up fixing it. Now, let's say you went ahead and called them and let's say it's still not working. I'd recommend turning this back on and then recalling them and seeing if it fixed it. Now, if you go ahead and call 30 people and a couple of them can hear you and a couple of them can't, then it may mean that there is a problem with your e-speaker. But let's say the one person you're calling, it just doesn't work for them, but for everyone else it works, then it's probably that one person's phone that's the problem. It's not even your phone, it's probably the other person's phone. So in that case, I would recommend just going through and contacting that person or whatever the case is and letting them know that their phone's broken. But let's say everyone you contact has the same issue with you, I would recommend going to Apple and pretty much getting it replaced from them. If none of these things work, that's probably the number one thing you should do. So that's pretty much it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. Twitter, my Instagram, my other channels. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.